Hello YouTube, this is the Creative Duelist here, and today we are here with another Creative Discussions. Today I'm here to talk about a topic that I've been meaning to talk about. It's been bothering me for a while. It's about the Yu-Gi-Oh community, how toxic it has become. There's a lot of things that I've seen that I feel, I need to address, and I made this video because I want to help you, whether you're new to playing Yu-Gi-Oh, whether you played Yu-Gi-Oh, you have knowledge of Yu-Gi-Oh, or any of that good stuff. I mean, even if you're a veteran at Yu-Gi-Oh, even if you've been playing it for years. So, gonna talk about a few things. This is just basically a video just to help you, do what's best for you, be more assertive in Yu-Gi-Oh, just being able to stand up for yourself, because I know how it feels when there's just snobs, dickheads, locals and people who can't try and downplay, talk really bad about you, belittle, and all that horrible stuff. So anyway, let's get started. For the first thing I want to talk about card rarities. Now, it's always nice to have, high rarity cards. I'm a rarity whore myself, folks who pretty much know from my videos. There's nothing wrong with being a rarity whore. This video I'm just targeting, if if you make money like a cracker, you make money like sand, this doesn't really associate with you. Just talking about those who, don't have money like that. I've been in situations where people kind of try and downplay my decks. They say my deck's trash because I don't have this card, I don't have that card in high rarity. First and foremost, shut up. Number two, go away, because, for one, I don't need an ulti Veiler to negate your monster. I can use a common Veiler, I can use a gold Veiler, I can use a super rare Veiler to negate your shit. Those type of people, don't let them pressure you into bunking up your decks. There's nothing wrong with bunking up card rarities, over time. If you save some money up and you want to, you've got common tin goldfish, you want super rares, nothing wrong with that. Go ahead and bunk up your decks. But don't let people pressure you into buying high rarity cards you can't afford, because at the end of the day, these idiots aren't going to break bank for you. They aren't going to break bread with you. They aren't going to help you bunk up your cards, since they care so much about that. They aren't going to do anything for you. So do what's best for you. If you can afford to bunk up your decks, go ahead. Don't let these idiots try to coax you out of your money to spend it bunking up your deck when you don't really need to at the time. So remember, you're in control. So that's for my first point. Second point, I want to talk about priorities. Now, again, this isn't directed to people, targeted people who make money like sand. This is for people who work on a set budget, who have bills to pay and all that good stuff. So say for example, a chase card has been released from a set. We'll use Ash Blossom for example. Say you need to go to regionals, and you needed Ash Blossoms, but say you didn't need to have Ash Blossom, you could still play without it. And then you've got this one idiot that comes up to you like, well, you don't have Ash Blossoms, so you need to go and break bank and go buy Ash Blossoms, otherwise your deck's trash and you're not going to do anything, you're not going to do well in the tournament. Fuck you. Fuck them and their opinion. Don't listen to these idiots, because as I said before, they aren't going to break bread with you. Are they going to help you buy these cards? Because these cards are very expensive. Don't go breaking bank. If you can afford these cards, go right ahead. If you cannot afford them, you've got priorities in front of you. Remember, Yu-Gi-Oh is just a card game. Life is more important than Yu-Gi-Oh. I know a bunch of idiots that would sacrifice paying bills, sacrifice paying their gas, their electric, keeping a light on in their house just to buy these cards. And they wanna come up to you the next day and beg you and ask you, oh, do you have a pound? Do you have a pound or two? And then when you tell them no, they want to tell you you're broke. You're a broke boy. That makes sense. Don't listen to these clowns, because the people who truly care about you will give you advice, will go, hey, I want to talk to you for a sec, mate. I know you ain't got Ash Blossoms. I know you don't have this. I know you don't have that. So I've got some, side deck options you can use instead. You can play Veiler. I've got some Veilers if you want to borrow them. I want to help you out. I want to help you prepare for the regionals. Those are the type of friends you should keep aside. Now, don't get me wrong. It's always good to hear constructive criticism from friends. It's always good to have advice from people, but just not by idiots who don't give you advice. They just tell you what to do. They try to dictate what you should do with your money. Don't listen to those idiots. Another thing is just, being assertive, having choice. So say you go into the shop, your local card shop, and you want to buy some just cards. You want to buy some cards for your decks. You have a list of cards, and you have that one idiot that comes up to you. Trust me, I've had it before. Like, well, you should buy this card, or you should buy this card. No, fuck you. I do not want to buy this card. Don't let these idiots press you into buying cards you don't need, or buying cards that, just that you're not after. Don't listen to these idiots, because at the end of the day, they aren't breaking bank for you. They're doing it for their best interests. When you're playing decks as well, another thing I want to talk about, when you go to locals, it's very daunting for some players when they bring their decks to a tournament, or just at a local level. I brought like troll decks, fun decks, and then I've had that one idiot that comes to me like, what are you playing? Your deck's trash. You shouldn't be playing this. Why do you not have this card? Why do you not have that card? Your deck's trash. Fuck you, bitch. Your opinion and you are dust to me. I want to play what I want. Don't let these people get to your head. Don't feel bad for these idiots. These idiots are the ones that, there's these people, these jocks, Yu-Gi-Ohs, these people at, Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments who have like binders of expensive things, and yet they're wasting their time preying on people who cannot afford these cards and trying to make life difficult for them. They can suck a fat one. Those type of people you need to stay away from, because at the end of the day, Yu-Gi-Oh is an expensive card game, like any other card game. I've had people, when I was starting Yu-Gi-Oh when I was 16, I've had people say, oh, you're trash at this game, you misplayed. Oh, you did this wrong, you did that wrong. Well, first and foremost, Yu-Gi-Oh is a very convoluted game. Yu-Gi-Oh is full of struggling mechanics that are hard to understand. Even pro players don't understand card rulings. Like, I don't understand why people have this complex where somebody messes up and they have the audacity to try and give someone trash for messing up and making a bad move. It happens. Even pro players in Street Fighter, Tekken, fighting games, they drop combos. Does it mean they're trash? No, it just means they made a mistake. Like, I'm going to bring up something. My friend Mark knows about this. There was a tournament I went to. I think this was a year ago. It was like a giveaway tournament. It was for an Xbox One, and this was in Pepe and Cosmo format, and Monarchs were running rampant at full power. There was this Monarch player I was playing. My side deck wasn't great. I just couldn't afford the Master Restricts. They were really expensive for those players who knew about the format. Anti-Spell wasn't reprinted. These cards were the chase cards, very expensive. So I was trying to play the Monarch player with just my deck. I didn't know what to side. Deck was very hard to play against without those side deck cards. And I had this one idiot that comes up to me. He's like, because I misplayed or something. He was like, man, you're shit at this game. You misplayed. You're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do that. Fuck you. I'm not perfect. Yu-Gi-Oh is very difficult, as I said before. Everyone's going to make mistakes. Yu-Gi-Oh is trial and error. It's the epitome of trial and error. So remember, everyone, please be assertive. Stand up for yourself. Don't sit there in shock. Don't let these idiots get to your head. Don't let them dictate what you do with your money, your priorities. Don't listen to what they have to say in terms of what you do. If it's not useful information, if it's straight up insulting, don't listen to these idiots. Do what's best for you. Remember, you are in control of yourself, and you do, and you decide what you do with your cards and what you do with your money. Don't listen to these idiots. So yes, thanks for watching. If you folks enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like, comment down below. Feedback is very important. Please tell me your experiences dealing with idiots at locals, because the Yu-Gi-Oh community is disgusting, very toxic. No one wants to give you help. They only just want to shit on you, give you, just give you doubts. They just want to, demonize and manipulate you and your money. Don't let that happen, because at the end of the day, these idiots aren't going to break bank for you. They aren't going to break bread with you, and they certainly aren't going to help, especially if they're giving you trash. It's like, just trash advice. It's not even advice, just straight up disrespect. So thanks for watching. Remember, stay creative and have a good day. See you next time.